class. Hard to believe this is our last full week together. Um, Sorry, I know I have been a little behind on getting some videos out, but I kind of wanted folks to get a chance to get a little more caught up. So I wanted to just give a little bit of an overview of kind of the last items I really want you really focusing on here as we're wrapping up. First of all, even though this is our last full week, technically classes do go through next Tuesday, and I'm going to be accepting work from folks up through next Friday. At this point, I should also add, I know our original kind of timeline, that game plan, there were deadlines and things listed there. At this point, however, I'm going to accept any work that you get me. So I'm not worrying about deadlines. I want you to get caught up. And of course, I'm happy to meet with folks who would like that extra help. I have been setting up Zoom appointments with people. So please let me know when you would, if you would like to have like a one-on-one meeting, and I can talk to you about your work, answer questions, and give you any help that you need. So please let me know if you'd like to meet with me. Otherwise, we will have our regular weekly open live chat on Friday from 11 o'clock to 1, and that is going to be through Tools and then Collaborate Ultra on Blackboard there. So as far as final work goes, the big things, the big priorities. So the first thing is I want folks rewriting those original paragraph long essays. So there were 3 of them: the examples essay, the cause or effect essay, and the definition essay. If you did not have a numeric grade on those essays, you have to rewrite them. What will happen is if you don't rewrite them, they turn into a 50 out of 100. And obviously that's not a passing score. So please, 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 I've given feedback on those essays. Use that feedback and work on improving them. And again, this is something I would be happy to meet with folks to talk to you about if you've got questions. The other thing I'd encourage folks to consider is taking advantage of the Learning Commons. So that is still open. Obviously, the meetings are virtual, but you can make meetings, set up a meeting with a tutor. And I strongly encourage folks to consider doing that. Our writing tutors at the college are amazing. Please take advantage of that and consider maybe getting a little help there as well. So that's the first priority, is working on rewriting those original essays. The next priority is focusing pretty much entirely on Chapter 13. If you have not read this chapter in full, please, please do so. Read it, take notes. There are also a series of videos. In fact, I think the bulk of the videos that I have posted on Blackboard are regarding Chapter 13. So if you haven't had an opportunity to watch them yet, please go back and watch all those videos. They're actually posted through YouTube. So what you're seeing on well, there's actually a mix. I think there are a couple I posted directly through Blackboard. There were a couple though that I've discovered it was easier to upload things to YouTube. So there are a few of them that are off of YouTube. But if you click on any of the links that are there in the course documents, it'll take you directly to those videos, and those and I think those will be a nice accompaniment to reading through that chapter and understanding those ideas. The other so that's one priority, and then that leads directly into the other real key priorities I want you focusing on here as we're wrapping things up, and that is doing activities 1 and 2 from Chapter 13. So activity 13-1 is doing some thesis writing practice. So that's where practice writing thesis statements. And there you're looking at, I'm giving you kind of the 3 parts that it needs. So I'll tell you a topic, I'll tell you the message or what that author's going to say about the topic, and then I'm going to give you those 3 main ideas. You're basically just putting those together to create a thesis statement. So there are, I believe, 5 of those in that activity. If you haven't done it yet, or if you did it and maybe didn't do so well, or had some questions or problems, please look at that again and get that done. Then activity 13-2 is introduction writing practice. Please read through that section about introductions closely. So an introduction paragraph is very different from everything we've talked about all semester. It does not have a topic sentence. It does not have main ideas. Um, and it's basically getting your readers interested in the topic, but without really giving it away. You don't want to get into those details that belong in your body paragraphs. So if you look at that example, that model, that was the corner store, and it's basically that paragraph essay back from chapter 1, and I've expanded it into a 5-paragraph essay in chapter 13. Please look at that closely. Take a look at what the author's doing in that introduction. We see the author talking about other jobs. There is no mention of that corner store job till the very last sentence. That is the thesis statement. So that's always going to be the last sentence in your introduction. And then I've got a bunch of different types of approaches you can take to introductions that are in your book. I don't know the exact page numbers, but it's clearly labeled. It says introductions there. So so read through that. Do those first 2 activities. At that point, if you feel like you have a pretty strong grasp on all the concepts there from chapter 13, I'd like you then to work on the quiz. So quiz 3 is entirely about chapter 13. That quiz is posted in course documents. And of course, you'll just you'll download, or you'll upload the Word document. You'll answer all the questions, and then you're just going to email that document to me. And then I've been usually getting those turned around and graded pretty quickly. And it's basically a model, an example of a 5-paragraph essay, and then it's a series of questions regarding kind of what is what's taking place in that essay, how it's organized, how it's put together. And of course, this is an open note and open book quiz. I'd also like to add that while typically I don't allow you to have help from a tutor on quizzes, but because of the circumstances, I am happy for you to get help on anything, and I have let the tutors know that they can help you with this quiz. So if you would like help going through that quiz or have questions, you're welcome to work with a tutor to get a little bit of assistance on it. Also, this goes for the quiz number 2. So if you haven't taken that, that was quite a while back, but if you haven't, please do go ahead and take that. I had emailed a copy of it to the class, I believe. If you need that quiz, let me know. I think it dropped off of Blackboard, but let me know and I can send you a copy. And that was on run-ons and fragments. And again, if you would like help with that quiz, or if you got it back and you didn't get a very good grade, and I asked you to maybe redo it, I'm also happy for you to work with a tutor or get assistance in making corrections. So then the last kind of big assignment that I have, and this one is really, really important, and that's also from chapter 13, and that is writing a 5-paragraph essay. Now, I have decided at this point, so there are actually kind of 3 activities that will look at this. One is 13-3, and that's practice writing, where you're taking one of the introductions you wrote in 13-2, and you are expanding on that, and you're basically writing the other 4 paragraphs. So that's activity 13-3. And then there's also 13-4 and 13-6. 13-4 is asking you to take one of your paragraph-long essays and and expand on it, much like the corner store essay is doing. So where it took that paragraph essay, basically each of your main ideas is now going to become a paragraph. And then the new parts you'll be writing are, hey, work on writing that introduction paragraph, that conclusion paragraph. So you can do that. You can also do a 5-paragraph essay from scratch. So if you would like to just do some free writing, if you want to maybe pick a different topic, whatever, that activity is also in your book. There's another model there you can look at, so I'd encourage you to take a look there. So you could do that one. Or I'm willing to accept the practice one as your 5-paragraph essay. Like I said, I'm trying to be really flexible here. I really want you guys to succeed, and I want you to be able to move on. And basically, if you can show me that you can do this multi-paragraph essay, any one of them, 13-3, 13-4, or 13-6, if you can successfully complete one of those, then I'm willing to kind of overlook, I'm not going to require that you do all three of them as was originally planned. Um, so one of those three, though, um, and I want to just restate this, you cannot pass the course if you do not write a multi-paragraph essay. So again, any one of those three activities is totally fine by me, but you do need to do one of them. This is where you're proving to me that you are ready for 101, because in that class, you won't write paragraph-long essays. You will write multi-paragraph essays. And they will be, all of them, longer types of essays. So it is vital to pass this course. You have to show me some kind of multi-paragraph essay. So one of those three activities. I think that's really pretty much it. The only other last activity that I'd like folks to do is prompt-based journal 6, and that's basically writing about the course, what you learned, telling me a little about the textbook. The textbook, as I've mentioned, I wrote it, and it is still a work in progress. So if you have suggestions for me, things you think I should add, places that maybe it's confusing, certainly if you see any typos, errors, any of that stuff, please mention all that to me. Let me know what you need and what you would like to see and how I can improve this book and how I can improve the course. So that prompt-based assignment is in the original syllabus that you have. I will also post it on Blackboard in course documents, so you have another copy of that. And I don't have it in front of me right now, so I can't read it to you. But basically, it's kind of just a 2-page journal about what you learned. How have you progressed as a writer? What are your strengths and weaknesses? What are things you still to be planning to work on when you get to 101? What are things that you feel more confident about? Things that you've specifically learned in this class or ways that it's really helped you? And again, about the course itself and about the textbook. So like I said, I'll post that and I'll email it as well. I think that's pretty much it. I will probably post one more video, probably sometime like over the weekend or next week. That'll be kind of a wrap-up video. I really, really miss you guys, and I'm so sorry that our course ended up like this, that this has happened. I do hope everybody is safe and healthy. Please take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Please let me know if you have questions, if there's anything I can do to help you. I want all of you to succeed and will do anything I can to help you get there, okay? So, till we meet again, and hopefully I'll be talking to some of you throughout the week. So have a wonderful week, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.